Well, good evening, race fans, and welcome to the Flags Speedway, home of the Snowball Derby. But tonight, it is round number 8 for the limited iRacing series, Outlaw Super Series, right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. I am Upstate Al, bringing you all tonight's live pictures from the sunny Flags Speedway qualifying underway right now, where we have just under 2 minutes left in qualifying as we take a look at tonight's analytics here for tonight's race here for the Dubby Energy 125. And we are in Pensacola, Florida, where it is a nice 78 degrees, 42% relative humidity, partly cloudy with an 8-mile-an-hour wind. Last week, we were at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway where Curtis Heaton picked up the win. Casey Bietti was second, and Braxton Deweese wrapped up your podium there. I want to welcome everybody on in here tonight to the Turn 3 Racing Network, and as always, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Let these drivers know that you appreciate the efforts that they are going to put on for you here tonight in what will be an exciting 125 lap affair, as we got to thank all of the sponsors here for the Outlaw Super Series, and it is brought to you by BG Racing, Braden Goddard Racing. We want to thank them for being a proud sponsor of the Outlaw Super Series, along with Premier Dental Arts, Premier Service, Premier Products. BG Designs, are you in need of a new paint scheme, or hey, maybe that one that you have just isn't up to your snuff? Well, BG Designs can make it all happen for you. Head on over to the website, bgracingdesigns.com, where you can get started as low as $10 for your new iRacing paint scheme. We also like tonight's presenting sponsor, Dubby Energy. Use code ROUNDY85 for 10% off for Dubby Energy. Here tonight, the presenting sponsor of tonight's 125 lap race. We also would like to thank GP Diecast for being a proud sponsor of the series. And just like that, we are ready to go racing here once again for round number 8 here for the limited iRacing Outlaw series. And this is what your starting lineup will look like here on the front row. It is car number 50, the Smith & Walters Esports. Car number 50, this is Tristan Newman. Outside of him, the 911 automobile, that is Devin Schillenberg. Schillenberg, a winner here this season as well. Your current points leader headed into tonight's racing action is the number 15 of Braxton Deweese. I'm sure his fan club will be tuning on in here tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Outside of him will be the 54 of Brody Marinko. Marinko will roll off in spot number 4. Rolling off in the 5th position out of the Carolina, that is the 97. This is Jacob York. And outside of him in the Lewis Motorsports, car number 3, this is Eli Lewis. Blaine Harrison will roll off in spot number 7 in car number 7. And outside of him, out of the Mid-South, this is Tyler Morgan in car number 66, making his first start of the season in at number 66. Starting on the inside of row number 5 will be the 95. That is Dalton Collins, and Collins in car number 95. And outside of him, number 2, this is Jeffrey Johnson. It's the big boss man himself in row number 6. This is Braden Goddard in that BG Racing number 38. And outside of him will be the number 85 from the Dark Moon Motorsports. This is Curtis Heaton. Heaton will roll off 12th. And shotgun on the field here tonight, well, it will be car number 10 in the Dwayne Carroll Racing. Car number 10, this is Brendan Carroll. That is your 13-car field getting ready to do battle here tonight for 125 laps. We got plenty of camera views. So let's go on board and look at your race, your pole sitter. The number 50 of Tristan Newman out of Bristol, Tennessee. Not starting in 3rd place, but he is on the pole here tonight. He's also got the in-car camera. You look over the right shoulder. That is being brought to you by Premier Dental Arts, the proud sponsor of the number 3 of Eli Lewis. Of course, put some heat in the tires. Roll down that front stretch. Look at the one to go side. The 38 has our BG Designs onboard camera. As we get ready to go racing. Not a soul can get shoehorned into this place here tonight. As we get ready to go racing. For 125 laps, that is the distance. $30 to the winner. Tristan Newman going to start up on the front row. Pace car down on the way for the first time this evening. Green flag is up. We are underway. Down in the turn number one, they go down the stretch for the first time. It is Newman to the inside, but Schillenberg gave him a good work on the outside. That is the car number 04 on your screen. The 911 gets over on it. Schillenberg drives it in deep, still side by side. Turns 1 and 2 for the second time here tonight. Everybody doing a great job so far. Schillenberg going to get loose off the corner sideways. York nowhere to go. Oh, hard contact. The 38 of Braden Goddard nowhere to go. And the front end of that car shortened up here tonight as the yellow flag flies here on lap number 3. Schillenberg just got loose off the corner. Let's take a look back here and see what happened. Bumps there, just upsets it, overcorrects with 97 gets turned by Lewis and 38 got it. There's nowhere to go. Back straightaway. Let's go on board. Let's go back. Hole that he was shooting for just closes up just like that. I can tell you that is a helpless feeling. That hole. Well, that's coming to a quick close here. So the pace car out onto the racetrack here, picking up the field. Tristan Newman set fast time here tonight. Should get the one to go sign this time by it. Brody Marinko, now all black unsponsored, number 54. He's got a sponsorship on it this week. Glad to see that. Your third place driver, well, that is the number 15 of Braxton Deweese. Came in as your points leader. The points were not updated. For tonight's race. I will tell you, finished third 1 week ago. Curtis Heaton, car number 85, was in that number 2 spot. Picked up the win at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Very, very tough race that was last week for the drivers. They get a handle on those race cars. Pace car down on the way. Tristan Newman and Marinko up on the front row, and Newman's going to jump on the gas pedal. Top 2 cars get single file. Here comes Eli Lewis. Lewis and the 7 of Blaine Harrison also inside the top 5. Off the corner they come. It is Newman showing way above Marinko. Good side-by-side battles. They work off for turn number 2. Deweese down low, Marinko on the outside using the momentum. We should see 2, maybe even 3 wide racing right down to the door panel, trying to pinch down Deweese. And those two almost trading paint. This yellow flag comes out. It looks like Tyler Morgan and Devin Schillenberg have made contact off of turn number 4. It'll slow us for the second time here tonight. Let's take a look back here and see what happened to Tyler Morgan. Tyler Morgan exalted number 66. Right there behind him, Jacob York. Oh, it looks like just maybe wheel hop down in there, and Schillenberg nowhere to go. Jeffrey Johnson also hard contact. And Morgan upside down and has to take the toe to pit road. Pitchers, Schillenberg back out onto the racetrack. Some heavy left front damage on that 911. 3 of Eli Lewis. So all 12 cars on the racetrack currently are on the lead lap. Tyler Morgan taking the toe and getting repairs done to his 66 is down, looks like 2 laps. Schillenberg down 1 lap as well. So that leaves 11 cars on the lead lap. Now Schillenberg will come down pit road. Looks like. Lewis going to the tail of the field. See the crew doing a quick job here. These guys each have 2 cars in the pits that they can do along with the car that they started with, so they can switch out the cars. So Schillenberg going to go to a backup car early on in this one. Newman up is your race leader, up 2 spots from his starting spot, and 4th is Brody Marinko. 3rd spot is Braxton Deweese. 4th spot, up 3 spots so far. It is the number 7 of Blaine Harrison. 95 of Dalton Collins runs in spot number 5, and your biggest mover so far in the race, up 6 from starting 12th, is the car number 85 of Curtis Heaven. Right behind him, the 38 of Brady Goddard runs in 7th. Spot is Jeffrey Johnson. Brendan Carroll and Eli Lewis. Jacob York is down on pit road. Well, coming off of pit road. Looks like trouble's on the 97. As we realize we will go green flag race. I'm not quite sure what's going on with 97 York, but catch up to the field. Here's a pace car down and away. Newman going to jump on the gas pedal. That almost left the inside lane for Deweese. He'll fill it in the battle for a second. 1 car sideways in the back. That's Heaven going around in the outside wall. The Academy Heaven's garage. Car number 85 going around. And we will go underneath the yellow flag for the 3rd time here tonight. Heavy front end damage to that Ford Mustang. Should get the free pass to the 911. Let's see what happens, see if there was any contact here. Jeffrey Johnson the inside. Oh, slight contact in the left rear, and just couldn't keep it saved. And hard contact with the outside retaining wall. Curtis will be able to pull away underneath his own power, make it to pit road. I'm sure that will be a backup car coming out onto the racetrack. Take a look at your upcoming events scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Next weekend, next Sunday night, we are at the North Wilkesboro Speedway for a throwback night. Getting a sneak peek at some of those throwback schemes for next week, and you're going to want to tune in for that. That is being brought to you by HGC Motorsports. 100 laps at the North Wilkesboro Speedway. Then we're off the week of 5:15, and then the season championships down at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. 75 laps of action on the 22nd of May to wrap up this season of the limited iRacing series. Outlaw Super Series. It's been a pleasure bringing you all the racing action so far this season. Hard to believe. After tonight, only 2 weeks remaining in the quest for the championship. I know the drivers appreciate it. Make sure you hit that thumbs up there on the YouTube side and on Facebook. Let these drivers know that you appreciate what they are doing for you out here on the racetrack. We're the pace car. Gonna head down pit road. We're gonna go back green flag racing. And it is Newman on the loud pedal first, and he'll win the drag race in the turn number 1. Down to the inside they come. And it is the 50 of Newman, but he's got company. Brody Marinko trying to make it to the inside. Here comes the 7 of Harrison. Harrison trying to get to the outside of Braxton Luis. Fender in the quarter panel through turns 1 and 2. Harrison up the racetrack. He'll get a little bit loose. So does it the 15. And now we got a pit for your race lead. Marinko to the outside off a turn number 4 and down the backstretch. And yellow flag coming out. And I believe that is for the 95 of Dalton Collins, who has gone around in turn number 4. Let's take a look and see what happened with Collins. Collins wrecking right there. He's got Eli Lewis to the back bumper. It's down in the corner. Oh, just got a little loose and hard contact to the outside retaining for car number 95. Just like that, we're underneath the yellow flag. And while we're under yellow flag, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Lights are out on top of the pace car. You haven't missed a thing. The field doubling up 2 by 2 as we get ready to go back in green flag racing this time. On turn number 4, I want to welcome Chris Deweese. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Chris. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Green flag is up, and Newman going to jump on the gas pedal. Harrison now to the inside of Brody Marinko. Eli Lewis charging from the back of the field. He'll move the 15 up the racetrack. That'll put Braxton Deweese back there into spot number 5. Now Deweese going to work underneath Lewis off the corner number 4, but up front, Christian Newman opening up about a 0.4 of a second gap over the 7 of Harrison as we go on forward the PG Racing News Lines with Blaine Harrison. Right up to the outside wall, running a good line right there. This is one of my favorite racetracks that we come to on any of the super late model schedules. This is a fan favorite, is one car going around. It's not like the yellow flag. Now the yellow flag will come out here on lap number 29. As the number 85 of Curtis Heaton has gone around. Drops the gear and will pull away. Let's see if there was any help to that number 85. All by a lonesome through turns 1 and 2. Down the back, just got light up off the corner and hard contact in that inside Armco barrier. You see the dent in the wall. hard contact on the backstretch for the 85 of Curtis. Gets the car fired. Just like that underneath the yellow flag here. Tristan Newman set your fast time in qualifying, has led every lap so far here tonight. Being lead the most laps, that's worth a few bonus points in his championship quest. Blaine Harrison up 5 positions, started back in spot number 7. Now runs second. Third spot is Brody Marinko. Braxton Luis will now restart on the outside of row number 2. Eli Lewis is 5th. And car number 3. Braden Goddard up to 6th spot. Remember, in the opening lap that the first yellow flag had nowhere to go. And it's taken him this far to get to spot number 6. His lights are out. We're going to go back green flag racing, and the marble's starting to pick up on the outside of the racetrack. Devin Schillenberg doing a nice job rebounding. Started second, got loose off of turn number 2. But up front it is Tristan Newman going to jump on the gas pedal. We're back underway. Green flag is up. Harrison in the outside wall. Braxton Luis on the inside. Off the corner though. 2x2 behind the top 3 cars. Singling it out. Schillenberg underneath the number 3 of Lewis. Now gets back in line. Yellow flag coming out here again. Tyler Morgan. Tyler Morgan has got brought up the pit road. Let's take a look and see what's happening. With underneath the number 10 of Carroll down the backstretch. It's into the corner. The car just steps out into the inside wall. He'll have to take the quick toe to pit road. Newman sits down on pit road. Dalton Collins should get the free pass. Will get recharged by Dubby Energy. Getting the free pass. Dubby Energy, tonight's proud sponsor of the Dubby Energy 125. Make sure you use Roundy 85 for 10% off your purchase at dubbyenergy.gg. And there you see it. The number 95 going to get the free pass, get around the race cars, and back onto the lead lap. Collins, one of those drivers that is fast. When he gets in these super late models, don't expect to see him towards the back of the field here tonight. When the pay window gets greased up and open, remember $30 going to your race winner courtesy of W Energy. Can't thank them enough, the Outlaw Super Series. Lights still remain out on the racetrack. This track provides a lot of great racing on the iRacing platform. Along in real life, you've already seen it here tonight, some 2x2 racing. And when these tires get worn out, the outside line is where you want to be. Pinch someone off. Down low, break their momentum. Easy on that throttle. Can't break those Hoosier Racing tires loose with these big high-powered engines that are in the super late model. Braxton Luis in that third spot. Eli Lewis now up to 4th. Schillenberg will restart in the 5th spot. Pace car down and away. We are underway here once again. Green flag is back out. just like that. That is a quick flap around here. We are closing in on the halfway point. One car sideways off the corner. That's number 3 of Lewis. And he'll get pointed back in the right direction, but the race control throwing the yellow flag. There's now trouble between Carroll and Collins after the yellow flag was thrown. Let's see what happened there. See Lewis slowing down. Oh, 95 gets loose and then up the racetrack, right? Carroll hard in the outside wall, trying to stave off the 95 of Collins. And so heavy right front damage on that number 10. See it rolls by, camera down on pit road. Feel the pace behind the pace car. As this time by, the lights should go out. And now your new front row is Tristan Newman, Braxton Deweese, Brody Marinko will restart in that 3rd position. Seems like whoever starts on that outside will fall at least one spot. Schellenberg doing a nice rebound after that incident on lap number 3. Back into the 4th position. Harrison will restart 5th, Brandon Goddard 6th, 7th will go to Jeffrey Johnson, Eli Lewis, Curtis Eden, Dalton Collins, Brendan Carroll, Jacob York, and Tyler Morgan down on pit road. That is your car field. Looks like Morgan is taking the 66 behind the pit wall. Green flag is up, we're back on our way as they come across straight to lap 45 of the looks working lap 46. Down to the corner they come. Braxton Louis going to fall back to that number 2 spot. Marinko into the outside wall. He'll lose 2 green positions. Now Jeffrey Johnson to the inside down here in the turn into number 1. Harrison up the racetrack. Marinko going to run an extreme high side line as well. As Goddard now trying to find a way around number 2 of Johnson. Brandon Goddard working to the backside around the outside. Collins gets loose again. Contact with York. Brendan Carroll crashes. We say green for the time being. Now the yellow flag will come out. And that all started with the 95 of Dalton Collins getting loose 2 turns. 3 and 4. Let's take a look back here and see. There's Collins working in the corner. Gets up there just a little bit high, wide, and hands it sideways. Gets to 97 New York, and then Lieutenant Carroll hard on the brakes will go around. And that's what puts us underneath our 8th yellow flag of the evening. Up front, Brad, it is Tristan Newman, Devin Schellenberg now to the outside. That's how the race started. The number 10 of Carroll getting the wave around. Set up Brendan Carroll back on the lead lap. Braxton Deweese is down on pit road. Getting some fresh tires on that number 15 with the Scrubbing Tires podcast. GP Diecast sponsored number 15. Newman is your race leader. As led us as the green flag has dropped. He sits there. in at number 50. Schillenberg started on the outside of the front row. Blaine Harrison in that number 3 spot. Brody Marinko will restart 4th. The field doubling up behind the pace car. Looks like 2 cars have pulled it behind pit wall. The 66 of Tyler Morgan and Dalton Collins in car 95. Down on pit road. Newman jumps on the gas. Here comes Harrison. Side-by-side drag race for 2nd. In the turn number 1 they go. Newman showing the way side-by-side. Oh, sideways for Harrison. Pucker faction right there off of the turn number 2. 2 cars going around once again. Curtis Heating going to go around. Braden Goddard also involved. I think an innocent bystander there. There's big trouble down here in spot turns 3 and 4. Let's take a look and see what happened. Oh, slight contact maybe from Netco there. The 3 of Eli Lewis also making hard contact. Your boy Slater Braxton Louise getting through. Brandon Goddard just getting clipped in the right rear. And everybody will be able to pull away. A couple drivers coming down pit road. Number 38 of Goddard coming down pit road. Braxton Louise as well. One car on the front stretch going around. So just like that, they're back underneath the yellow flag. Want to thank everybody for tuning on in here to the Outlaw Super Series on the Turn 3 Racing Network, and it is all brought to you by BG Racing. I want to thank Brady Goddard and everybody at Team 38 for all they do behind the scenes here for the Outlaw Super Series, all the hard work that they put into this. Premier Dental Arts, Premier Service, Premier Products. BG Designs, BGRacingDesigns.com to get started on your new iRacing paint scheme for only $10 and up. And tonight's presenting sponsor, Dubby Energy. Be better. Be Dubby. Dubby, use code ROUND85 for 10% off your purchase at dubbyenergy.gg. Click the link right there in the YouTube channel. Head on over there and see what they can offer for you. We also want to thank the GP Diecast folks. Lights are out, top of the pace car. That means one thing and one thing only. We're going to go green flag racing. They're closing in on the halfway point of this 125 lap affair. 11 cars out on the racetrack. Jacob York, the only car 1 lap, or more than 1 lap, 2 laps in the rears. Pace car down and away, and it'll be Newman jumping on the gas pedal, and he really gets it there. Side by side, Harrison will spin the tires on the inside. We've got him almost 3 wide back here. Braxton Luis involved in it. He backs out of it, thinks better of it. Then down the back stretch. The number 2, Jeffrey Johnson down low as they come off the turn. They're Braxton Luis 4 fresh tires on that 50. You see him able to hug the inside line. Here comes Heenan down to the inside. They almost are 3 wide. They thought better of it. Heenan down low. Jeffrey Johnson up the racetrack, bringing the 38 of Goddard. Goddard's going to cut down low. Get by Johnson will fall back to the 9th position. Brendan Carroll runs in 10th. That's how they work around there. Top 3 cars. So battle for your race lead, though. Tristan Newman under fire. Here comes the 911 of Schillenberg. Schillenberg down to the inside as they work off the turn number 2 and down the backstretch. 1 car sideways, trouble down the backstretch. The 3 of Eli Lewis goes around. Braden Goddard's going to spin. And we're underneath the 10th yellow flag at the halfway point. Newman holding on to your race lead, but under fierce fire from Devin Schillenberg. Had the car underneath them. Yellow flag comes out. Let's see if we can get a quick word for the driver of the number 50. Tristan, this is Al Smith up here in the Turn 3 Network. Do you have a copy? Tristan Newman, this is Al Smith in the Turn 3 Racing Network. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, you got a fast hot rod underneath you here tonight. You've led so far through the first half of this race. You've had a lot of different takers to the outside on these restarts. What's it going to take to stay up front here and get the W?
Well, we're just going to have to keep having good restarts. That one before last and that one weren't the greatest, so we're going to have better than that. But I believe we're going to have to pit for fuel because I don't think the set has enough fuel to go all the way. So hopefully after we do that, we can just get back through the field cleanly, get back up front, run some laps, and get the win.
Well, you're doing a good job out there leading this here. Congratulations on that so far, picking up the halfway part. You've led the most laps here tonight. I know you guys are, we go back green flag racing here. Who you got to thank on this race car that makes it all possible for you?
I just want to thank Braden for putting on the league, Curtis for setting the session up, everyone for testing with me this weekend, Tommy's Plumbing for sponsoring our real life car, and other than that, I think that's about it.
Well, you should be getting the 1 lap to go here this time by. Good luck here in the second half of the race, and we'll hopefully be talking to you a little bit later on in Victory Lane.
All right, thanks, Al.
All right, good luck here. That's Tristan Newman, the driver of car number 50. As lights go out on the pace car. We should go back to green flag racing this time. Remember, he just said restarts is the key. Let's see if he gets a good one here. Braxton Luis has already come down pit road. That might be the winning strategy. Said fuel might be an issue. Green flag is up. We're back underway. Does Schillenberg have enough fuel? That is one to see. They're going to press him hard. Newman up on the outside. Here comes Schillenberg down low. Schillenberg down to the inside, bidding for your race lead. Newman getting the momentum off the corner. Who will lead in here on lap 71? Newman down low. Here comes Schillenberg, really painting the white line off of the corner number 2. 3 and 4 is a little bit tricky as they work down into the corner. 1 car sideways. That's the 15 of Braxton Luis to get it going. So far, we will stay green. So a tough break for Deweese is going to fall all the way back to the 9th spot and lose a lot of track position. Top 3 cars breaking away. The 11 of Schillenberg was on pit lane lap 12. Did he take enough fuel? Is now going to work to the inside. Here comes the 911. Pit for your race lead. Off a turn 4. Brody Marinko has followed into this one. It is a 3-car battle for your race lead here at the 5 Flags Speedway. You need Dubby Energy 125. Newman doing a good job. Let's look out the back there. They work around the racetrack. Everybody doing a good job here along this green flag stretch of racing as we are just on board with Newman. He'll come off the corner. Being hounded. If this goes green to the end, will he have to? Well, we might get our answer now. He might have to come down pit road this time. His yellow flag flying for the 11th time here. Looks like the 85 has gone around. Let's take a look and see what happens. Off a turn, number 4 just gets loose. The car gets really light up off the corner. And it will bring out the yellow flag. We are slowed here once again. Tough break for the driver, the 85. He sits down on pit road. Your race leader did come down pit road. He brings Marinko. Everybody coming down pit road. The only 2 to stay out was Blaine Harrison and the 10 of Brendan Carroll. Both those drivers were on pit road lap 66. Now Carroll dropping down, looks like might be coming down pit road, and he'll make the hard left-hand turn. So Blaine Harrison, who has speed here tonight, we see how fast that car is. Now, up on the front of this one. Braxton Deweese going to come off pit road. It looks like in the 2nd position. 3rd spot was your race leader. So we have our first lead change of the evening, as the 50 and Newman had to come down pit road to get some fuel. Harrison, your race leader. Braxton Deweese will restart on the outside. Tristan Newman roll in that 3rd position. 4th spot will go to Devin Schillenberg. So we know from this point forward, they have enough fuel in the fuel cells to go the distance. Probably only needed to add about 3 to 4 gallons, I do believe, I would think, to make it here. Just over 40 laps to go. Schillenberg is in spot number 4. Green flag getting ready to come back out. Green flag is up. We are back underway. Side-by-side battle for your number 2 position. It is number 50 of Newman going to wrestle it away. From the 911 of Schillenberg. Schillenberg back to 4th. Marinko 5th. Those have been your top 5 cars. Oh, hang on to it. Newman gets a little bit loose. He'll lose some ground to your 2nd place runner. 1 car going around on the backstretch. That's the 3 of Eli Lewis. Lewis keeps it cranked up. Looks like Green is a bit for your race lead. Braxton Louise down to the inside. Here it comes. Whoa, trouble for Tristan Newman. Newman going around in turn number 1 with heavy contact with the number 2 of Johnson. And your race leader from early on in the event going to come down pit road and go into one of those backup cars with 36 laps remaining. Let's see what happens. Oh, contact there between the 911 trying to shut the door on Schillenberg, and Newman gets the short end of the stick. Jeffrey Johnson comes in, nowhere to go. Heavy contact. Up and over goes to 50 of Newman. He'll bring it pit side. Back out there, jumped in there. He'll have to come from that 10th position. Here to see it down on pit road, Dalton Collins and Morgan, Tyler Morgan, car number 66, both behind the wall early on this one, so we'll hope to see them in 1 week's time at the North Wilkesboro Speedway. So look at your upcoming events here on the Turn 3 Racing Network for the limited iRacing series. North Wilkesboro Speedway, the HGC Motorsports Throwback 100 next week. Then they are off on 8:15, or 5:15, excuse me. It'll be an off week before we settle it on championship night at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Those are your upcoming events here for the limited iRacing series, and Harrison not going to stick around to play. Schillenberg throws it down low. He'll get a little bit loose up the racetrack. He goes, he'll give way. Now Harrison gets loose. Here comes Braxton Louise. Braxton Louise trying to find the way. Your race leader of Blaine Harrison up on the front of this one, showing the way. Now getting loose off the corner. Around will go to 15. Good save by Braxton Louise. Not sure if there was any contact there, but he'll fall back to the 4th position. Jacob York now making his way to the front after getting multiple free passes here tonight. Making the most of it is now a bid for your race lead. Down the inside, it will be the 911 of Schillenberg taking over the race lead here on lap number 90. Harrison trying to slam the door shut on Marinko. Can't quite get there as Marinko's nose was down there. Yellow flag coming out as the 38 of Braden Goddard has gone around in turn number 1. To bring out our yellow flag. So Goddard going to bring out the yellow flag here. Let's see what happened, if he had any helpers. Eli Lewis was there behind him. Gets down in the corner. Oh, got the turkey wall. And up in the outside concrete goes 38 of Goddard. Next Sunday being Mother's Day, want to make sure next Sunday for throwback night. I want to thank all the moms of the drivers of the series. Without them, we wouldn't have these drivers out on the racetrack. Nice rebound by the 15 of Deweese, though, is we saw him get loose there behind Harrison, where he finds himself back in the 4th spot. Marinko going to go down low. Thought maybe that for a moment there was an issue on that 54. Faked me out. Maybe faked you guys out as well. Field rolls through turns 3 and 4. Green flag is going to be back up. We're back underway. Schillenberg going to get start. Marinko's going to get back into the number 2 spot. Side by side battle back there for Braxton Deweese as he works the outside of Jacob York. York down low. Here comes the 50 of Newman trying to muscle his way through. Eli Lewis will go up the racetrack, put Newman into the 6th position. Up front, Marinko starting to put the pressure. The 3rd spot, and Blaine Harrison is under attack. Harrison was back on pit road on lap 66, so the drivers he's racing against have 11 lap pressure tires. Then that number 7, Marinko, way up the racetrack. That opens the inside line, but he'll slam the door off the corner. The 7 of Harrison's going to get loose. Everybody checking up, staying off the backside of him. The 15 of Braxton Deweese going to work to the inside. Can he make it stick this time? It's the battle for 3rd. Newman going to work the outside with that Ford Mustang. Great battle down the backstretch. Harrison maybe has a right rear tire going down up the racetrack. He'll drop back to 6th. York down low. Here comes number 38. Braden Goddard is going to go through the spin cycle. We are underneath the yellow flag with 25 laps remaining. Goddard and Johnson battling back for spot number 7. Johnson will drive in deep, get to the back bumper. Around will go to 38 of Goddard, and that'll put us underneath our yellow flag here. Devin Schillenberg is your race leader. Brody Marinko will restart in spot number 2. 3rd spot will go to Braxton Deweese. 4th will be Jacob York. Nice rebound by the driver of the 97. With multiple laps down at one point, finds himself inside the top 5. Tristan Newman, we saw his troubles a few laps ago, and now sits in that 5th spot. Blaine Harrison is 6th. 7th spot is Eli Lewis. Brendan Carroll is 8th, Braden Goddard 9th, and Jeffrey Johnson rounding out your top 10. Everybody else has pulled their cars behind pit wall. Here with 23 laps to go. This time, by the lights should go out on top of the iRacing pace car. And the field will get told to double them up. Schillenberg up on the front of this one. Marinko in 2nd, Deweese in 3rd. Jacob York is 4th. 5th spot, Tristan Newman. 6th spot will go to the number 7 of Harrison. 7th is Eli Lewis. Brendan Carroll is 8th. 9th is Braden Goddard and Jeffrey Johnson rounding out your top 10. Pace car will be down and away. 21 laps to go. Green flag is up and we are back underway. Good jump by Schillenberg. He'll get down away from the rest of the field down the backstretch. One car up in the outside wall. That's the number 7 of Blaine Harrison. He'll lose 2-3 spots. Now Harrison back to 7th in car number 7. Up front though, top 3 cars, no scale, turn down the backstretch. Up the racetrack just a little bit. That time Schillenberg gave the nose some air for Marinko. And Marinko really closing the gap. That's your battle for your race lead now as they work through turns 1 and 2. Marinko right to the back. Bumper that time. Oh, ever so close. Job here as we watch the battle up in the front of the field. Good battle going towards the back of the field. Brandon Goddard and Jeffrey Johnson still duking it out. Johnson working the outside of the racetrack. Goddard down low. This is the battle for the 8th position. Goddard's going to move by the number 2 of Johnson. Johnson down low. Up front, nothing has changed. Deweese still in that third spot. Marinko second. Schillenberg is the leader. Here with just 16 laps to go. This battle right here happens some half track behind. Oh, trouble. The 3 of Eli Lewis going to go around on the backstretch. Yellow flag. Oh, and nobody's going to make contact with the Premier Dental Arts Toyota Camry. And Lewis is going to bring it down. Oh, just kidding. Thought he was going to bring it down pit road. As Lewis will bring out the yellow flag with 15 laps to go here tonight. Schillenberg did not want to see that yellow flag come out. He was up to a 0.2 of a second lead, which isn't a lot here at the Flags Speedway, but it's enough breathing space to get your heart rate to come on down so you can hit your marks. Brody Marinko in spot number 2. Braxton Deweese is in third. Jacob York and Blaine Harrison, your top 5. Tristan Newman led your most laps here tonight, and the Dubby Energy 125 finds himself in the 6th position, trying to make his way back towards the front. Brandon Goddard 7th. Jeffrey Johnson is 8th. And then Brendan Carroll and Eli Lewis rounding out your running order. Lights are out on top of the base car. We're going to have 12 lap shootout to settle this one. Can Schillenberg hold on to it? Will Marinko drive around them on the outside? Braxton Deweese, can he go back to victory lane this season? Jacob York in spot number 4. He would love to go back to victory lane here. Can it happen? We're going to find out here as they work off the corner. Green flag is up, and a good start by Marinko. Drag race down to the turn number 1. It'll be the 911 of Schillenberg showing the way as they work off the turn number 2. Side-by-side battle though as they work door to door through turns 3 and 4. Marinko up the racetrack. He'll have the momentum on the outside as they still are drag racing in the turn number 1. Gave the nose out front to the Chevy. Oh, contact for second. Schillenberg gonna love to see that. Hoping it stays green as now Marinko is gonna slam the door shut on Deweese. Deweese trying to make a bid down low. Once again, shot the nose down on the left rear quarter panel. Up the racetrack, Marinko, great battle for second as they work there right in front of Tristan Newman. Newman up to 4th. Can he get back to the podium? Still side by side. Close quarters racing's off a turn number 4. Marinko loving to see this on the outside. Now is Marinko. Newman trying to figure out which way to go. Marinko drives it in deep. Here comes the 15 and Deweese rolling the bottom of the racetrack. But it looks like this time Marinko will have it by 3/4 of a car. Side by side, here comes York down as the 54 going to get sideways, collects the 15 of Deweese. Deweese going to go around. Goddard comes in. Hard contact to the 15 of Deweese after contact. And let's take a look at what happened there. I believe the 54 of Marinko got loose off the corner. See him working through the corner. Marinko is up on the outside, gets loose and this gets the right front. And Blaine Harrison also hard contact. And then Brandon Goddard just nowhere to go. Hard contact. Let's go in car. with Brandon Goddard. The yellow flag. Goddard unable to woe it up in time without making hard contact. We will see. Right this time, probably will be 5 laps to go at the stripe. Schellenberg is your race leader. Newman second. Something going on with the 54 of Marinko. Marinko and Balder being sent to the tail of the field. It looks like. Green, white, checker. Schellenberg gets on the gas pedal, spins the tires just a little bit. Chaos behind him. Big wreck on the front stretch, and we are going to go in the green, white, checkered attempt number 1. As chaos happened on that restart. Not sure what happened. Let's take a look back. Is Brandon Goddard involved. Kind of carry up on the outside, pulls up, maybe something happened to the 10 car. Marinko tries to split the difference. So Marinko, Jeffrey Johnson, and Goddard gonna go around here in turn number 1. That'll bring out the yellow flag. Marinko, Johnson are down pit road. So we're going to go to the green flag, the green, white, checkered attempt number 1. Devin Schellenberg, your race leader. Tristan Newman sat on the pole, led till just past halfway when it had to come down pit road to put fuel in the 50. We'll restart on the outside. Jacob York will start 3rd. Will the top 2 tangle? Will York be able to pull the 97 into victory lane? Blaine Harrison doing a nice job rebounding. He's got fresh tires along with the 3 of Eli Lewis. Will they play spoiler to the 3 trio up front? Pace car will be down and away. That time, Schellenberg not waiting to get on the gas pedal. Green flag is up. We are back underway. 3 wide for spot number 2. Can they make it work? And Tristan Newman going to go from 2nd to there. Do we stay green so far? Devin Schellenberg going to work off the corner. A white flag is up. This one will be official. They will race it back to the line. Jacob York to the backside here. They've got to make up 5-6 car lengths down the backstretch. Can he do it? Not enough time. The 911 of Schellenberg gonna go to victory lane in the Dubby Energy 125. York will come home second. Third will go to Harrison. Fourth to Eli Lewis. Fifth will go to Braden Goddard, Marinko, Tristan Newman, Brendan Carroll, and Braxton Louise. Will round out your field unofficially here tonight. Is Devin Schillenberg gonna pick up the win in the 911? Just like that, we are gonna move into our Dubby Energy post-race show as we wait for Devin Schillenberg down here on the front stretch. He will pull it down here and burn it down. Tonight's winner, Devin Schillenberg. We will move down here on the front stretch to the 911 of Devin Schillenberg picking up the win, burning it down. Devin, you've got to be excited here tonight, picking up the win in the W Energy 125, man. Tell us how you got it done.
Oh, yeah, thanks, man. I mean, I have no clue. The race set was really extremely loose. As you saw, I've self-spun on my own, so it was really loose. It was annoying, but I was a lap down. I had to wait for Lucky Dog. I should have got it the first time, but unfortunately it didn't happen. But the second time I did get it, and I was very surprised that I actually won this race because I came back from actually being sick and not wanting to play this game. And then I just came back and figured it out. I could not figure it out at all in practice. I was at least a tenth and a half off. And then came in qualifying. I can't remember where I qualified at, but I knew I was going to at least try and get it done for the first time. Come back after being sick. So I think it was a pretty good race. I mean, everyone raced decently, clean. But other than that, it was a pretty fun race.
Yeah, talk us through that. You just said, you had that little mistake on the lap number 3 there. Nice rebound, got caught down, lap down. But overall, man, you did a good job. And at the end of that last restart, was that really the deciding factor on getting you the victory lane, do you think?
Oh, the last restart was very key. The second to last restart, I actually spun the tires way too much. I almost ended up in the inside wall coming out of 4, but I had to definitely regroup on this last restart. So I actually slowed down, checked up the field a little bit, let the pace car hit pit road, and I was just set sailed. I didn't even look in my mirror. I just was focused on getting to that checkered flag and winning the money, seeing what I can do.
Well, you're going to walk out of here with $30 courtesy of W Energy. We know you got some sponsors and people to thank that are helping with this 911 car, getting it to victory lane here tonight. Who made it all possible for you?
Oh, 100% Premier Racing Setups. I appreciate them taking me under their wing and teaching me a lot, especially with coaching. I get free coaching since I'm on their team, so it's been a lot. But I have not been able to play recently, like I said, because I've been sick. But it's pretty nice coming back and actually getting the win.
Well, congratulations on picking up the win here. Next week, we head to the Throwback 100 by the HGC Motorsports Group. We hope to see you at North Wilkesboro, and hopefully we'll be able to get in touch with you once again. Congratulations once again on your win here tonight, Devin.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
That's Devin Schillenberg picking up 7 of Jacob York. And Jacob, at one point tonight, if my calculations are right, you are over 2 laps down. How'd you end up second?
We just stayed at it, kept our nose clean. We had to use 2 fast repairs within the first 20, and we're 4 laps down there, and I knew there was going to be caution, so just had to stay patient, keep the nose clean.
Yeah, you were able to do that and get back up through the field there. How was the racing out there? It looked like a lot of intense 2x2 race in the set. We just talked to our race winner, Devin Schillenberg, saying that the set quite loose. Were you feeling the same things underneath you?
Yeah, especially early in the runs. Very loose, getting up to speed, especially with a car on your outside, trying not to get into them or anything. But other than that, really the biggest thing tonight was passing. Finding a place to pass without having to jack somebody up was pretty difficult to do.
Well, you're going to come home with a second place finish. Next week, we head to North Wilkesboro for 100 laps of racing with a throwback scheme on these race cars. what's the outlook headed into North Wilkesboro for you and your 97 team?
Really looking forward to it because we're going to get to go there in August and race on the actual North Wilkesboro track. So hopefully that'll be a good example for what's to come in August.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. I'm not going to lie to you and say I'm a little bit jealous about that. North Wilkesboro, it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm glad that that's being rejuvenated here in the real world side of things, and maybe we'll get that updated form at some point also once the new pavement goes down in 2023. But before we let you roll on out of here, Jacob, who makes it all possible for you and this 97 team to end up here on the podium?
I just want to thank the Holston River Machine Shop, Nance Ag and Lime, my mom, my dad, and you guys for putting on this good broadcast.
Well, congratulations, Jacob. We hope to talk to you 1 week's time. We'll see you at North Wilkesboro. Maybe you'll end up one spot better next week.
Thanks, sir.
That's Jacob York picking up the number 2 spot, and that will lead us to our 3rd place finisher here tonight, and that is the driver of the number 7 of Blaine Harrison. Led some laps, got into some trouble, but rebounds nicely for a 3rd place finish. Blaine, talk us through your race. How did you get back here to the podium? At one point we saw you doing a wall grind down the backstretch.
Like they said, the set was very loose, so definitely didn't help coming off of 2 because it seemed like the track was more greasy there, and at that point we were side by side racing, and I was just trying my best to keep it off of other drivers, so just go ahead and sacrifice that instead of getting hate on my name, and just go ahead and get close to the wall and sacrifice it there.
So you did a nice rebound coming back to finish inside the podium. Next week, you heard me ask the number 97 of York. We're going to be at North Wilkesboro. Will we see a throwback scheme on this number 7? And 2, what is your outcome or outlook for next week's 100 lap affair at the North Wilkesboro Speedway?
Definitely going to be a throwback scheme, that's for sure. Definitely takes part in the fun of the throwback races. I really like North Wilkesboro. Seems to be one of my sweet spot tracks. Really like that place. Hoping to hunt for hardware, but it's going to give us some practice for, like Jacob said, in August we're running the late model stock car division at North Wilkesboro, so hopefully give us some practice and where race pace is and stuff like that.
That sounds like fun. Like I said to Jacob, I'm jealous of you guys be able to actually get out there and race around there. I'll be tuning on in for that as well. But before we let you roll it on out, who makes it all possible for this number 7 car to be here on the podium?
Definitely got to thank Twin City Motor Exchange, Southern Minerals, Tramline Inc., Kid Tire, New River Economy Drug, Harrison Motorsports for all they do, my mom, my dad, and the Lord for helping us be here and have the equipment we have. Definitely got to thank you guys for putting on the stream and Braden for the league.
Well, congratulations, Blaine. We hopefully will be talking to you in 1 week's time at the North Wilkesboro Speedway. Until then, have a good week, buddy, and keep it wheels down.
Thank you.
That's Blaine Harrison, driver of the number 7. He will come home in the 3rd position. Let's take a look here at your results here tonight from the Dubby Energy 125, and it was Devin Schillenberg picking up the win. Jacob York and Blaine Harrison, we just heard from those 3 drivers. Eli Lewis will come home in that number 3 spot with Braden Goddard rounding out your top 5. Brody Marenko, Tristan Newman will finish 6th and 7th. 8th spot will go to Brendan Carroll. Braxton DeWeese and Jeffrey Johnson rounding out your top 10. Curtis Heaton, Dalton Collins, and Tyler Morgan rounding out your field here tonight. Until next time at the North Wilkesboro Speedway, that is when we will see you next. Until then, keep it wheels down, and we'll see you at the races.